Welcome to The Sound, KQAL FM's weekly behind-the-scenes look at Midwestern-made music. From writing and recording to distribution and promotion, The Sound is your source for new releases and exclusive interviews from Midwestern artists. Support for The Sound is made possible by a grant from the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund. Rolling.
Tonight on The Sound, we indulge in the world of memes translated into music by WSU professors Dr. Davin Heckman and Dr. Talon Mehmet, or otherwise known by their band name, Clickbait. Clickbait is a project that started off in roughly 2015, translating popular memes into something musically spectacular. Tonight, Dr. Mehmet joins me as we discuss the band's history as well as talk about their latest EP, Angry Emoji, which was released in 2022. I'm Del Nazate, and you're not. So get some snacks, grab some water as we dive into some Clickbait with their latest EP, Pensive Emoji. Wait, not Pensive. Sad Emoji? Hold on, I'll remember. Give me a second. It's right here. Oh, right. As we dive into some Clickbait with their latest EP, Angry Emoji, and further their plans for world domination tonight on The Sound. That was Clickbait off of their latest AP, Angry Emoji, and we actually have one of the members here in the studio with us tonight. Professor, how's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
Pretty good. You know, I can't complain. So, I guess my first question is, what got you started in the music?
Well, I've been playing music for pretty much my entire life. I started picking up guitar really when I was about 12. Started playing in bands pretty quickly. First kind of rock bands, but then I really got interested in punk and started a band, Short Order Cooks. That was in 1979. And in 1980, we toured with the Ted Kennedys. And then I never looked back. I've been playing in bands ever since.
Awesome. That's really cool. So, Angry Emoji. What was the general theme of the EP?
Well, with Clickbait, all the songs have something to do with meme culture. So like on the first record, we have Disaster Girl, Bad Luck Brian, hot dog legs, so whatever memes were kind of current at that point. With Angry Emoji, again, it's a lot of memes. Like everything comes from memes with Clickbait. Let's see, This Is Fine. We riff on Gordon Ramsay's kind of insulting tweets that were going on at the time. Things like that. So, like, really, Clickbait is really kind of a research band. We're exploring meme culture through these pop punk songs.
Nice. And so this is fine. I recognize meme it comes from, but kind of what went into the design of making that song?
Well, usually what happens is there's kind of a two-pronged approach. I'm usually writing, everything's done digitally, so it's working in various DAWs, digital audio workstations. So I'm working on the music, but I'm always thinking about, okay, well, what kind of lyrics go with this, or what meme does this sound like to me? And This Is Fine is it's a funny meme, but the song itself is very kind of aggressive. So we just kind of put that together. And then what we're trying to work with the lyrics is kind of expressing the narrative of the meme. So we're kind of telling the story of what's going on in that graphic meme.
Awesome. So it's kind of like taking an image and then translating it into in your own way into music.
Yeah, exactly. Interpreting the meme, like what is the narrative behind it, and then applying music to that. So it's a fun process.
Awesome. So you say that. Who are the other members of the band? I know that Professor Heckman is also another member.
To be honest, well, we use our stage names. So our singer is named Chad Bott. Our guitarist is Riff Motor. Our bass player is named Rude Remark, and our drummer is Peter Meter. But yeah, really, it's Davin Ekman and myself.
Okay. So you said that you two split up the workload. So what are your thoughts behind the sound design?
Well, I do a lot of it, and like originally I was a singer, but then throat cancer kind of took care of that. So and then I was looking for another singer, and all I had to do was go to the office next door, and there was Professor Ekman, and he was into it, and so yeah, I do a lot of the songwriting, and then we get together and really kind of hone the lyrics.
Okay.
And then start recording, and there we go. Yeah, it's a great process. It's very easy.
Awesome. So it's kind of like as soon as the two of you come together, it's just shooting for the stars.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. That's really cool. So I think this is a good time to take a little break. We'll be back to talk more with Clickbait, but we're going to get into another tune of theirs for you. So this next one's called Press F, and you're listening to that tonight on The Sound on KQAL 89.5.
Press F to pay respects.
right. And that was Press F here on 89.5 KQAL to Nine on the Sound with the band Clickbait. So you mentioned before that the Angry Emoji is based off of meme culture, and so are the rest of the songs before it. Was there any special theme behind this particular EP, or was it just all memes?
Well, I think with the first record, which is called Caption This, that was more humorous, and this one's a little darker. I think the memes that we selected to work with are a little darker in general, and the lyrics are a little darker as well. It's a little more aggressive than the first record.
Okay. So what was the artistic process behind the artwork of some of the albums?
Well, I mean, when you're using memes, it's always easy to figure out some graphics because of the nature of memes. But with Caption This, we went with the little kitten that's with the wide open mouth. That was kind of the logo for that one. And with this record, we just took the Angry Emoji and put it right on the name of the record's Angry Emoji. That's what goes on the cover.
Awesome. Yeah, because memes in itself are doesn't really take a lot of memes in its own right. Don't take a lot of thought process. It's just. Well,
I think what we're doing is really kind of deconstructing them, like figuring out the narrative. So
right.
Where there's the lyrics kind of just tell the story of the meme, like the Gordon Ramsay tweets, that song. I mean, basically, it's just kind of paraphrasing actual tweets from Gordon Ramsay. Let's see, like Press F, the idea of that phenomenon of pressing F for respect and stuff in game culture. So
yeah.
Then what is the story behind someone telling someone to press F or whatever?
Right.
So that's really what we're after, is kind of deconstructing what's going on in the meme. But because they're memes become memes because they have a hook. There's something about them that attaches to culture. That's the nature of a meme. So in terms of turning them into narratives, the material is already there almost. It's really already rich, the rich resource for lyrics. So in that regard, it's kind of like an easy target for developing a narrative out of. So.
Right. So it's kind of like, so you just deconstruct it, find some storytelling narrative and translate it into music.
Exactly.
That's really cool. I like that. So what have you been listening to lately? Like, what's been on your player?
Let me pull up a playlist. 1 second.
Okay.
Well, on Spotify, I just dump stuff into this liked songs list. But I don't know. It's all over the place. When I listen to it, there's actually a new Devo song that actually sounds like old Devo that I really kind of like. But the band Mama, I like them a lot. Wet Leg, of course. The Chats, Amo and the Sniffers, they're a great band. Jesse Wells, I think, is doing some interesting kind of TikTok-based, very short folks, kind of, kind of folk punk songs in a way. They're really kind of culturally aware. I don't know, it's really kind of all over the place. I'm a music fan, so I'll listen to pretty much anything. I like a lot of the new kind of Americana and stuff that's coming out. So it's all over the place.
Definitely. It's really cool to kind of keep your music tastes more variety and whatnot. But I have not heard of any of what's it, Devo and Mama.
You haven't heard of them?
I have not. No.
Devo's been around for decades and decades, but Mama is a band originally from California and now out of Brooklyn. really kind of good power pop stuff. It's really great songwriting.
Awesome. Cool. All right. I think now's a good opportunity to get into another song of theirs. So this one's called Gordon Ramsay Tweets. And you're listening to that here on The Sound, here on 89.5 KQAL. All right, and that was Gordon Ramsay Tweets tonight on The Sound on 89.5 KQAL. So Gordon Ramsay Tweets, what went on behind the scenes for that song in particular? Like, I know you mentioned that it was about tweets that Gordon Ramsay had made.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it's really interesting. Here's this, super high-profile chef that's really known for being aggressive. Mm-hmm. So what does he do? Like, people send him pictures of, really bad pictures of bad food. And what does he do? He rips on them, and it's perfect, because that's what people want, So I was watching that as, digital culture is what I study, so it's, observing kind of trends, and I was really kind of obsessed with that, so I started just copying his kind of negative tweets into just a file, and then that became the lyrics of the song. We kind of paraphrased some of them and rearranged them so they kind of had a kind of a through line for the lyrics. But I thought they were amusing, they're aggressive, so they lend themselves to kind of a punk formula, and so the song on the album is really kind of a 2 or 3 chord punk song, very short, and I'm not sure if Davin's singing or screaming on that one, but it's closer to just yelling.
Okay, cool. Dr. Heckman's screaming. Wow. I know he's into pretty hardcore music, so I can kind of see him doing something like that.
Well, it made it a natural fit for Clickbait.
Right. Let me see. Do you plan to have any merchandise, or do you have any currently right now for Clickbait?
I don't even know where it is exactly. I'd have to search it out because I don't really pay attention that much, because we're a punk band, so we're not really interested in selling out, so to speak. I'm joking, of course, but there are some on TeePublic. There are some Clickbait shirts available. I should have worn one today. We have a Caption This shirt and the Angry EMOJI shirt. Awesome.
So you do have merchandise available?
Yeah, just secretly.
Okay.
You have to find it.
Okay. You have to go hunt it down. That's really cool. Like, you gotta.
That's how we know you're a hardcore fan, if you actually can find the merch.
Ooh, are you a real Clickbait fan? You gotta find the merch. Awesome. So, where do you see this project? Where do you see
one thing about merch? Sorry to.
Oh, go ahead.
A few years ago, I did a live performance with Clickbait, and at the beginning of the show, I asked if anyone wanted a T-shirt, and if they did, I handed them a white T-shirt and a Sharpie. So, that was my approach to merch at that point.
Awesome. Well, you know what? I think that constitutes as merch. Just taking a white shirt, writing Clickbait on it, boom.
Well, I'm turning over the means of production to the masses.
Right. Okay. So where do you see this band going in the next few years? Like, do you plan to keep doing what deconstructing memes, translating them into music?
Well, it's kind of expanded from just memes, like thinking about, like the Gordon Ramsay tweets, that's kind of a meme, but not necessarily. And on the first record, we actually did Duck Face, which I guess is kind of a meme, but it's really kind of a social behavior. But I think we're going to keep it kind of digital culture focused, but expanding, just like the idea of memes has expanding what we consider meme, fodder for the lyrics, I think is where it's headed.
All right, so it's expanded slightly from memes to more just digital culture in itself.
Oh, yeah, pretty much.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
But memes are always there.
They are there. Sometimes just, even though it may not look like a meme, you can look at it and like, that's hilarious. That's still funny. All right, so we're gonna get into another song of theirs. This one's called "Get In Loser," and you're listening at Tonight on the Sound on 89.5 KQAL.
Get in, loser, we're going shopping, gonna get tacos. Get in, loser, we're doing science, gonna eat dirt. Get in, loser, we're going shopping, gonna buy boredom. Get in, loser, we're doing chaos, gonna storm Area 51. So get in, loser, beggars can't be choosers. Get in. Get in, loser, we're going shopping, gonna get tacos. Get in, loser, we're going fishing, gonna find Nemo. Get in, loser, we're going posing, gonna be on MTV. Get in, loser, we're doing chaos, gonna storm Area 51. So get in, loser, beggars can't be choosers. Get in. So get in, loser, beggars can't be choosers. Get in.
All right, and that was "Get In, Loser" tonight on the Sound on 89.5 KQAL. Now "Get In, Loser." So what meme was that based on, and what kind of went on behind the scenes for that?
Oh, well, "Get In, Loser." It's a meme, but it comes out of the Mean Girls movie. But it's the original context is "Get In, Loser, we're going shopping." But we just changed it to "Get In, Loser, we're going shopping, we're doing science, we're getting tacos, we're finding Nemo." So we just riffed on that. And then kind of played with the idea of get in, loser, but also the kind of the FOMO idea, fear of missing out idea, connecting to that.
Right.
But again, it's like taking the meme and kind of expanding upon it is what we do, and I think that's a fun song.
Awesome. Yeah, it's I've caught myself listening to it a few times, and it's really a good riff. I like it.
Cool.
All right, so I was going to ask, how did the writing process work, and was it different from your previous releases? And you did say because this one's much more darker than the previous.
Well, and also like although we're a band, we're kind of like the Banana Splits or the Monkees. We're kind of a produced band. So the first album is really just me, and this one was more collaborative because of Davin's. It's more collaborative because he's involved in and really like Feeling Cute. That riff came up spontaneously. I was working on that riff, and then Davin suggested the attaching the Feeling Cute theme to that.
Awesome. So the writing process was much more different because of the collaborative process, and that's awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Really glad I kept that question in, actually. That was pretty... thank you for answering. So beyond just memes and internet culture, what other inspirations do you have for these songs?
Well, I mean, part of it's like, for myself, like thinking about, can I still be or feel punkish at my age? And I think having this band really... keeps my songwriting chops up a little bit and presents some challenges. Like the other thing, I mean, I study meme culture anyway and digital culture in general, but it makes me have to keep investigating the memes. So there's kind of a research aspect of the project that isn't glaringly obvious, but it is there. Like I've actually presented Clickbait at academic conferences, which is presenting a punk band as a valid research is kind of an interesting problem, but CDM, that's what we do. So it's kind of connected in that regard. But the influences, I mean, in terms of music, like I'm much more into classic punk than I am into really kind of contemporary stuff. I find it, it's fine, but I'm kind of retro in that regard. So a lot of the influence comes out of earlier punk bands, late 70s into the mid 80s.
Right on. This is going to be the most important question I will ever ask in this interview. How many pennies do you think can fit in this room?
I'm going to go with at least one.
One. Would you like to explain that answer?
Well, the one thing I know is that I'm guaranteed to be right. And I know that one penny can fit in this room.
And
you asked how many pennies can fit in this room, and at least one.
At least one. That's a good answer.
I don't know if it's a good answer, but it is an answer.
I like that answer because a lot of people I asked this to would either try to answer this, but I like that it's very different, and I can appreciate that. So I think this is a good opportunity to get into another song of theirs. This one is called Sudden Clarity Clarence, and you're listening to that tonight on The Sound on 89.5 KQAL. All right, and that was Sudden Clarity Clarence, tonight on the sound on 89.5 KQAL. So that's that's a bit of a tongue twister, but what kind of went on behind the scenes for that song, and what meme was it based off of?
Well, do you know the Clarity Clarence meme?
I do not.
I'm gonna pull it up on my phone.
This one?
Yeah, that's Sudden Clarity Clarence.
Okay.
Okay, now, like, if you listen to lyrics that are for that song, it's telling the story of, that guy coming to the awareness. Like, there's a lyric in there, if an astronaut had a baby on the space station, that baby would be an alien. Like, all these kind of weird kind of, sudden awareness kind of things. The other one is race car spelled backwards is race car. I mean, these are kind of things that happen in the meme, where the Clarence character in the meme just has a sudden kind of awakening to some kind of information.
Okay.
So, I mean, we just played with that, in terms of, like, what's going on with this guy, really, and then, I mean, the lyrics definitely, again, like I mentioned before, it's turning these static images into narratives.
No, that's really cool and very creative. That's a really that's a really cool process, and a very, I can see that, like, race car spelled backwards is race car. I can see how it'll prompt that reaction.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, he's in awe or shock of something. So what is it? That's what we're trying to figure out.
All right. So where can people find your tunes and find more about you and support Clickbait's work?
Any streaming service is going to have us. That's really the place to find us. We get airplay on college radio on occasion across the U.S., but because of our configuration, we don't really do live shows. I mean, we could, but it would be more of a performance than, seeing a live band. And we have thought about that, just haven't moved on it. But I think the best way to support us is to listen to us as much as you can, like 24/7, I think, like just the infinite repeat of our songs. That's not a suggestion. That's a command. I'm joking, of course.
You know what? I think I might just do that. Whenever I open up my Spotify to play some music in my car, it's gonna be an infinite loop of one song, and the next day it's gonna be another song, but on a constant loop.
Well, and here's my offer: if you're a big Clickbait fan, actually seek out the merchandise, and if you order a t-shirt, we'll actually send you a t-shirt.
Whoa.
Now that's an offer you can't refuse.
No, fair enough.
I mean, you have to pay for it, but
yeah.
you will get a t-shirt.
Awesome. Awesome. Cool. Well, darn, I'm going to have to go seek out hunt down a t-shirt then. So beyond where you see this band going, what personal goals do you have for Clickbait?
Other than world domination, I mean, I suppose that's a given. Let's see. Well, I think a Grammy is out of the question. Maybe we could tour with my other fake band. Like my other fake band, 8-Bit Starter Kit.
Okay.
I'm not sure who would open for who, but at least I get paid twice.
Nice. Well, when you go on, that means when you go on stage, you can promote it as two bands going on tour together.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It could happen. First, I have to figure out if touring is actually would be lucrative at all.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, since nobody really knows of either band, but so I did enough playing in empty halls years ago, so I'm done with that.
Well, you know what? One way to get probably to get recognition recommend going to Midwest Music Fest and playing at one of the venues. I think that'll be pretty good, pretty solid.
Well, yeah, I'll work on that. It could be, interesting. It'd be a lot of it be pre-recorded, but some of it would be live. One thing about Clickbait, there's always a little live bits on there, but where they are is kind of hard to tell.
Right. But Dr. Mehmet, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Is there anything else that you care to add? More comments about your plans for world domination?
Well, the only way that's going to happen is if you play the tracks, I think, so listening to Clickbait, and look out for a couple of new songs, Friend Zone Johnny and Honest Work. Those two will be coming out within the next decade.
All right, awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I've been talking to Dr. Talon Mehmet from Clickbait. They're based off right here in Winona, Minnesota. So here's our last tune called Feeling Cute. You're listening to that right here on The Sound tonight on KQAL 89.5.
Might delete this later. Might solve a mystery later. Might serve some justice later. Might just dig straight down. Feeling cute. Feeling cute. Feeling cute. I don't know. Might delete this later. Might hit up the storm drain later. Might spread the plague later. Might just dig straight down. Feeling cute. Feeling cute. I don't know. Feeling cute. Feeling cute. I don't know. Might delete this later. Might have a blowout later. Might pick up a tramp later. Might just dig straight down. Might delete this later. Might go crazy later. Might show you what I can do later. Might just dig straight down. Feeling cute. Feeling cute. Feeling cute. I don't know. Feeling cute. Feeling cute. Feeling cute. I don't know. Feeling cute. Feeling cute. Feeling cute. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
A huge thanks to Dr. Talon Mehmet of Clickbait for joining us tonight on The Sound. To check out more of their music and to further their plot for world domination, check out Clickbait on your favorite music streaming platforms. For more deep dives into local and regional albums, tune into The Sound every Wednesday night at 6 p.m. right here on 89.5 KQAL. You can also listen to past episodes of The Sound on your favorite streaming services. Find links at KQAL.org. I'm Dylan Alzate, and you've been listening to the EP Angry Emoji with me and Dr. Mehmet tonight on The Sound.
Thanks for listening to The Sound. The Sound is produced by KQAL-FM on the campus of Winona State University. Visit us online at kqal.org.